Welcome into Vikings Central. We are going to have a fun little video here today. Before we do that, we want to shout out our sponsor, That's Badass Wood Art. Use code VC15 at checkout for 15% off your order. Custom wood art over there. You can find them on social media. That's badasswoodart.com. Subscribe to us at our Substack. Bunch of more content over there, written form, article form, short video form. Just a bunch of content over there as well. And then subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, X, and TikTok. That's the best way to support us. We really appreciate it. If you guys want more content, find any of those spots, and especially support our sponsor because they really help us out as well. All right, want to hop in a video here real quick. We're about 5 days through training camp, still at the start of it, still trying to get ramped up, but there is some players that have stuck out so far, and I had a video of 5 standout players so far. I'm going to talk about some sleepers, players that you don't really think about. And one of the standout players is in this list, which I think is big, and it just shows that he's having a good camp and he's gaining some trust from the coaches. But right off the bat, I do want to start with Zemiah Vaughn, a guy you might not have heard of, unless you're sicko like me, just thinking about the Vikings all the time. But it's Zemiah Vaughn, undrafted free agent cornerback, about 6'2", like 230 pounds, just lank, like big. He's a big dude. He's tall, he's got a lot of length, a corner that Brian Flores would really like, obviously. That's kind of what he looks for in some of these corners, and he's really showed out at practice, especially in like individual drills, and then he's also made a couple plays in team drills in scrimmages as well. So, if we could have a guy like that kind of hop up and just make this roster and fill out the depth, that's really huge for our secondary and our development. Dwight McGlothern's a guy that was shown out last year. He was in UDFA last year. So to get another guy like that, that could maybe, again, make the roster and maybe even contribute this year is huge. He's played a lot of football. And, again, he's got all the intangibles and, like, the size and everything to be a pretty decent corner in Brian Flores' system. So Zemiah Vaughn is our number one sleeper and, also a standout in training camp so far. Number 2 is Silas Bolden, another UDFA out of Texas. Shorter in stature, but really quick, really shifty. I've seen multiple people say that he's stood out during training camp, just the way he moves and the way he glides and the way he can just, it just pops kind of at you. Like, who's that guy over there? That's just so fast, so twitchy, and can get down the field. Also doing a good job returning punts so far is what I've heard. Fielding punts, someone that we really need to take place after Brandon Powell is no longer a Viking. Him and Ty Felton are kind of sharing the duties over there, fielding punts so far. But a guy that could make the back end of the roster just being a return man and also, maybe even being a gadget player in Kevin O'Connell's offense. So Silas Bolden, you are also another sleeper. Our third and final one is Lucky Jackson. I've talked about him a couple times. Standout player so far in training camp and a sleeper to watch here going towards week 1, especially maybe with Jordan Addison missing time with the suspension, and then Justin Jefferson kind of healing up on that hamstring strain as well. So he's getting an opportunity to play with the ones, and he's making the most of it. He had a big touchdown yesterday at practice along the sideline. Kind of caught it. J.J. McCarthy threw it to him, caught it. I think Theo Jackson's one that almost came and picked it off. Good concentration, reeled it in, and then pretty much walked into the end zone. But he's also made a couple other good plays, a couple of good 20 to 25-yard plays downfield over the middle of the field, and pretty much everything's been from JJ because he has been working with the first team. So good to see that from Lucky Jackson, who's been in the system for a couple of years now. Looks like maybe the Vikings coaching staff trusts him a little bit. But, again, Lucky Jackson making some plays at training camp. So Zemiah Vaughn, Silas Bolden, and Lucky Jackson are my 3 sleepers so far that could potentially make this roster and contribute in 2025. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. We will see you guys in the next video. God bless.